According to Benveniste and McEwan 2000, multi-grade teaching refers to a situation where typically a school has one or two teachers with classes that are heterogeneous in both age and ability. In multi-grade education, teachers within a timetabled period are responsible for instruction across two or more curriculum grades, often seated in the same classroom. In education, the concept of multi-grade refers to an instructional settings where students of different ages, abilities, and grade levels are grouped together and taught by a single teacher. Multi-grade classroom can be found in many different types of school and educational settings around the world. The history of multi-grade education can be tracked back to one-room schoolhouses of the 19th and early 20th centuries, where students of all ages and grade levels were often taught together in a single classroom. The advent of graded schools in the late 1800s and early 1900s led to a shift toward more age-segregated classrooms, but multi-grade classrooms have persisted in some rural and remote areas where it may be difficult to staff schools with enough teachers for each grade level. So here are some of the advantages and disadvantages of multi-grade classroom. First is the advantages. There will be a less effort for a teacher and less money to spend in preparing visual aids because the teacher can utilize the visual aids for the entire class of multigrade. Next is the students will develop socializing skills because they will be dealing and interacting with their classmates, which is higher or lower grade level than them. So lastly is the students will learn advanced topics, especially those at lower grade level students. And the disadvantage is that some students, especially the higher grade level, may not be listening to the teacher while discussing because they may already know the topic. Lastly is the teacher will have a hard in designing and creating activities for a multi-grade class. In the Philippines, the Department of Education has issued several policies and guidelines related to multi-grade education. And here are some of the key laws and DepEd orders related to multi-grade education. First is the Republic Act number 10533, or the Enhanced Basic Education Act of 2013, mandates the DepEd to implement a K-12 education system which includes the provision of multi-grade classrooms in areas where it may not be feasible to establish separate grade levels. Then, DepEd Order number 42 in 2016, or the Policy Guidelines on the Implementation of Multi-Grade Teaching in the Philippines Schools, provides guidelines for the implementation of multi-grade teaching in schools, including the qualification of multi-grade teachers, the curriculum design, and the assessment and evaluation of student learning. Next is the DepEd Order number 58 in 2017, or the adoption of the Philippine Professional Standard for Teachers. Includes a set of competencies for multi-grade teachers, which are aligned with the competencies for single-grade teachers, but with additional skills and knowledge required for teaching in multi-grade settings. Next is DepEd Memorandum number 137 in 2019, or the National Multi-Grade Teaching Festival. Aims to recognize and showcase the best practices in multi-grade teaching and to provide a venue for sharing experiences and learning among multi-grade teachers. These laws and DepEd orders reflect the Philippine government's commitment to providing quality education for all, including students in multi-grade classrooms. They provide guidance and support for the implementation of multi-grade teaching in the Philippine schools, with a focus on ensuring the professional development of multi-grade teachers and the provision of quality education for all learners.